My name is Yogi. I'm a haematology clinical trials registrar. I'm currently working at Social Garden Hospital and also Linear as part of the blood cancer research WA group. I've been interested in haematology for quite some time now, having had exposure to research for a PhD before I started medical school and medical training. And as part of the PhD, I was looking at an aggressive type of blood cancer called diffuse large B-cell lymphomas, where we're studying the genes and the mutations that were driving those cancers. And what I found was quite fascinating at the time, and that exposed me to hematological malignancies in general, but also the challenges that play with regards to diagnosis and treatment of these types of aggressive cancers. And that led me to pursue a career combining my PhD with an MD with a view to developing a career in hematology as a clinician scientist, with a view to combining passionate patient-centered care with research so that we can improve current treatment options and using emerging technologies to improve our understanding of these aggressive types of blood cancers. So currently, the work that I'm doing with the clinical trials team has expanded my horizons with regards to broadening my views and also knowledge with regards to the number of clinical trials that are happening, the targets that are being used and developed in terms of new treatments, as well as ongoing challenges in terms of treatment of patients with aggressive type of lymphoma. Currently, while working in the clinical trials, I've also been in touch with my collaborators. We're currently at the Garvan Institute that's based in Sydney, New South Wales. And the long-term relationship with the Garvan has been through my PhD supervisor, who is leading a multinational initiative there looking at the underlying drivers of a range of autoimmune diseases. And my research is really in the area of looking at the overlap between the genetic causes of B-cell lymphomas as well as autoimmune conditions. And I've been contributing to ongoing research with the Garvan Institute. And my plan while working at Sir Charles Gairdner Hospital is to continue that research line and also potentially expand it with contribution patients as well as a range of other diseases that I'll be studying through the Sir Charles Gairdner Hospital. Following my PhD, I was involved in a number of publications and also co-authored a number of studies, mainly in the preclinical setting, and that led to a number of high-impact publications in a number of journals, research, conference presentations, as well as expanding the number of studies that we were pursuing at the time. So initially, the study was around lymphomas and the diffuse large B-cell lymphomas, mainly in the tumors driving this specific type of lymphoma. I studied that using various models in the lab, and currently we've expanded this study to at least 70 different types of aggressive lymphomas as well as autoimmune conditions. And this research is currently ongoing, as I mentioned, at the Garvan Institute in collaboration with a number of researchers there. So I'm very committed to developing a career as a physician scientist, to be able to do that, building on my past knowledge and experience. So training as a hematologist starting mid-year this year, through the dual training pathway with the College of Physicians as well as the College of Pathologists, with the aim of achieving basic competencies required for me to work as a clinical hematologist as well as a lab hematologist. During my training, I also aim to continue my research initiatives with the support of the Sir Charles Gairdner Hospital team as well as the team members as part of the blood cancer research WA groups. Continue to build on the research initiatives. One thing that I'm quite passionate about is to further our knowledge of treatment resistance, and my plan is to work collaboratively with our pre-established hematologists here to be able to pursue that research initiative with regards to studying in more depth the treatment resistance mechanisms, and doing so using the latest technologies at a single cell level. So outside of work, I'm quite an outdoors person, so I usually enjoy hiking on the weekend. as well as running, cycling and swimming. I'm also a volunteer with the State Emergency Services at the North Shore unit. I train once a week with my team members there. And I tend to various call-outs, whenever they happen throughout the year.